That hurricane warning in effect in Bermuda, where Fiona made its closest approach earlier this morning. Senior meteorologist Rob Marciano joins me live from Bermuda now for more. So, Rob, the island we see has been battered. You're getting battered there by hurricane-force winds. This has been happening all night long. Paint the picture for us. What is it like there right now?
Well, for the first time since yesterday afternoon, it's stopped raining, at least for now, and the skies are starting to brighten. But as you can see, the wind is still crushing us. So we're well over 100 miles from the center of this thing. It's accelerating away from us, but it's just really a testament to how strong and how big Hurricane Fiona is. We got hurricane force winds that extend out well over 100 miles from the center, especially in the southeast quadrant, which is where we are, which is why we're still getting banged around. You want a picture of what's going on? Look at this. Wave action here off the harbor and the bay. These boats are getting banged around, but if you look carefully, there's the bottom of a hull of a boat there. There's a mast of a sailboat sticking out of the water, and then a bow also sticking out of the water. A good 25 to 30% of the boats in this harbor have not only unmoored, but they've sunk. So it's a powerful storm in that regard. The homes behind me, they're pretty stout. It's a matter of power outages right now. 70% of the island is without power. Yesterday, I talked to the president of the power company, who's obviously done this before. He said, you know, we're not afraid. We're prepared. This is what we do. That said, they're not letting anybody go out in the streets or repair any sort of power lines until the storm passes through. So everyone has to maybe hunker down and shelter in place until this thing passes, and it'll be a couple more hours before things start to calm down, Alexis.
All right, Rob, thanks so much for that, and please stay safe. We appreciate it. It's at least two big storms now that we're tracking for you today. The tropical depression forming in the Caribbean, and of course Hurricane Fiona, which has already battered Bermuda with powerful winds. ABC News' chief meteorologist Ginger Z has the tracking and timing you need to be aware of. Hey, Ginger.
Alexis, we have a lot to talk about. So let's start with Fiona, because that is imminent. In the next 24 hours, things are going to deteriorate rapidly in Canada. We're talking about Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, even Halifax is in a hurricane warning. Wow, look inside Fiona, that sail drone video that gives you an idea of just how violent it can be. We also get new observations. They've only been using those for just about a year. So this helps the track, it helps the forecast, and we have it pinpointed on this one for Saturday. But the wind field expands as these things go north and turn extra tropical. The wind that could be tropical storm force or higher goes super wide. So from Augusta, Maine there, gust to 55, up to Newfoundland. Look at, again, Halifax in that hurricane warning. So then let's talk about how fast these winds go. And it's Saturday, you see we stopped it there 1 a.m. So this is early when it makes its way into Nova Scotia. The gusts again above 65 there. Halifax, even through the afternoon, will be up around 40 plus. So keep an idea that Saturday is super windy. You're going to have to take things indoors. And if you're right at the waterfront, that's when you could see some of that push of water. So don't forget that that could be an issue too. Okay, new storm. This one we're watching is just north of Aruba. It is moving west. It'll go through the Caribbean. And by Tuesday morning, it appears that it will pass over somewhere in western Cuba. On this map, everybody's eye wants to go to the line. I would prefer if you widen that out and look at the cone, because we're still 5 to 6 days away from the impacts to the mainland. So see Florida there? Again, if I were in Key West, Miami, all the way up to Orlando, Tampa Bay, keep an open mind here and watch as this cone gets tighter later in the weekend. So one thing I can tell you, there's plenty of fuel in ocean water. Though 85 plus is the red, 90 plus right before it's in Cuba there. That is so hot. And so there's plenty of fuel for it. The only thing that's going to make a difference here is how much wind shear, how much this thing gets pushed to the east, and how quickly it moves. And that's what we will fine tune as we go through the weekend. Alexis?
Ginger Z, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.